All right, everybody, we are back again. This is the Double R Reacts, reacting and previewing the Baltimore Ravens, the 10-5 Baltimore Ravens, traveling to the 9-6 Houston Texans. Another big matchup on Christmas Day. This game is starting at 4:30 on Netflix. You heard me correct. It will be on Netflix, right? I don't know if we've ever heard that before. I don't think we are accustomed to Netflix. Anyway, the Baltimore Ravens are opening up at 3.5-point favorites on the road against Houston. Baltimore has been rolling since that loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. They played the Giants after the bye week. They played the Steelers. And Lamar Jackson has thrown a combined total of 8 touchdown passes to 1 interception. Lamar Jackson's balling. And I just must preface this before anything. Lamar Jackson is the MVP as of this current moment. We still got 2 more games to go. Lamar Jackson, as of right now, is the MVP. Don't at me on that. Baltimore is 62% favorites to win this game. Houston has a 37% chance on ESPN.com. Let's look at the injury report here. Jalen Armour-Davis is out. Tre'Davious White is questionable. Justice Hill, who got a concussion against the Steelers, is out. Nelson Aguilar, who also got a concussion, is out. Zay Flowers has not practiced at all since the Ravens and Steelers game. But he is a gamer. He's a baller. And I expect Zay Flowers to be out there. But he is listed as questionable, limited as of right now. All right. On the Houston side of the field, obviously, unfortunately, we already know Tank Dell is done for the year. Unfortunately, this is the 2nd year in a row. I don't think the Ravens got a chance to play him last year in the playoff game because he was injured. So the Ravens have played the Houston Texans 3 times in the last calendar year. They played them week 1 last year, and they played them in the divisional round, and now they're playing them again. They might play them again in a few weeks if the playoff seedings line up to be that way. Shaq Mason is out. Juice Shrugs is out. I don't know how to pronounce this name, so don't get on me if I get this wrong here. Florenzo Fatuski, the defensive tackle, is out. Denicio Autry is questionable, and Jimmy Ward is on IR. All right. The big headline, obviously, in this series, this matchup, is Deontay Johnson, former Steeler, former Panther, former Baltimore Raven as of last week. It was claimed off of waivers on the Houston Texans. How much will he play? Will he play at all? I don't know, because he just got to the team. He just cleared waivers. He just signed with the team. If anything, he might just be there for intel reasons only. So I don't know. How much of the playbook does he know for the Ravens? I don't know. He barely played. And the Ravens have changed things up a little bit in their offense. You could tell in that Steelers game, they definitely mixed some things up. But yeah, so we'll see. CJ Stroud needs weapons right now. You got Nico Collins, but you don't have Stephon Diggs. You don't have Tank Dell. You really don't have much to work with here. So Deontay Johnson, if not in this game, definitely the last game in the season into the playoffs, may be a factor there. Lamar Jackson has been balling. As I said, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's been balling all year. But the difference maker in the Ravens over the past, 6 to 7 weeks has been the improvement on the defensive side of the ball. More specifically, the passing defense. Baltimore Ravens was definitely bottom 3 pass defense for a period of time. Kyle Hamilton is back to his known position. Marlon Humphrey is playing the slot, and he played the slot a few years ago, and I thought he played his best ball in the slot. Roquan Smith is now balling again. We got Chris Board playing well. So Malik Harrison has been playing pretty solid. Baltimore Ravens defense is the key to what's going to happen with them this year. Because we already know the offense with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, that combo has been great. Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman is a touchdown machine for this Ravens team. Mark Andrews is a touchdown machine. Isaiah is a great guy on 3rd down. So the Ravens offense is good. If the Ravens defense can continue to play like this, and the Ravens do the same formula they had in the Steelers game, which is established on early often throughout the game. Derrick Henry was involved every single quarter from beginning to end. I love it. The shock I mentioned in the live stream against the Steelers, the shotgun running play was very impressive. We know Derrick Henry is not necessarily a shotgun running back. He's more of a 22 personnel running back. 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, I formation, toss play, handoff. Derrick Henry is that kind of runner, especially when he gets his feet moving. But when he was in a shotgun, I like it because it forces the team to lighten up the box, because there's going to be like at least 3 receivers. So meaning that you have to have coverage just in case they do pass the ball, which in a shotgun formation, you're usually going to pass the ball. The Ravens mixed it up. They did a lot of shotgun running plays, and it spread out the Steelers. And I expect a little bit more of that, because I feel like the Ravens were very predictable when they're in I formation, and you know Derrick Henry is going to get the ball. Now with Justice Hill being out, I don't know how that's going to play into how they move, because Derrick Henry has shown now that he can run in the shotgun, the I formation, the pistol. There's different ways the Ravens are using him now. So it's no longer, okay, if the Ravens are in shotgun and Justice Hill is back there, it's going to be a pass. If the Ravens are in I formation and Derrick Henry's back there, they're going to run. Now with Derrick Henry running from the shotgun a little bit more, it definitely opens up possibilities. And also the possibility of Lamar keeping the ball, tucking it, and running, or play action, got a wide open man because everybody's sucking in to defend Derrick Henry for the run. So we also seen Derrick Henry in the passing game. He had a big reception against the Steelers for a good chunk of yards. So the Texans are going to have a hard time stopping this offense. Now their defense is going to be tested, but the defense has been pretty solid for the Houston Texans. Early in the year, they held Josh Allen to a 9-for-30 game. Mind you, the MVP favorite, and most people mind, was held to 9-for-30. So we already know that the defense is going to show up for the Houston Texans. The problem is they had not seen an offense like this. Now for Houston to win, obviously Joe Mixon's going to have to get the ball. He's got 11 touchdowns on the year. Feed him the ball and make third down conversions with Nico Collins, and CJ Stroud's got to be on the money. Like I said, you don't have Tank Dell, but you still got Nico Collins. Depending on what Deontay Johnson is going to give you if he's out there, that may be something. But the Baltimore Ravens are on a roll right now. Now, what's at stake? Like I mentioned in the last video, Baltimore is at 10-5, the same as Pittsburgh, but they're not in the front runner for the AFC North crown yet. If Pittsburgh loses to KC, which we'll find out before the game comes on, because their game comes on before the Ravens do, we'll know where we have to be at. If the Steelers win, the Ravens are really going to have to put their best foot down, because if they lose, the division is the Steelers. If the Steelers lose and the Ravens win, the Ravens temporarily will be the AFC front runner. So, but the Ravens still got to win that last game of the season. So, at the end of the day, a lot is riding on this. If KC handles business, the Baltimore Ravens are still going to be playing their best ball, because 1, the playoffs are right around the corner, and 2, KC is giving you a gift by beating Pittsburgh on the road. So that should be more incentive for the Ravens to beat the Texans to secure that AFC North lead. And all they got to do is handle business against the Browns, which is no easy task because they lost them early in the year. Houston, 9-6, the division is already a wrap for them. They have already got the division. So it's not to say that there is nothing on the line for Houston, but of course you would like to have a staple win against a top team. They beat Buffalo early in the year, but they really don't have any statement wins this year. The Ravens on Christmas Day, that is a statement win to get you to 10 wins. And like I said, you got Deontay Johnson. So that should give you a boost in the passing game. So we know what's at stake. Last 5 games, Baltimore Ravens lost to Pittsburgh, beat Chargers, lost to Philly. Bye week, Giants dominated, Steelers beat the Steelers. Last 5 games for Houston, beat the Cowboys, lost to Tennessee. That was a bad loss to Tennessee, by the way. Beat Jacksonville, beat Miami, lost to KC. So they, like I said, they really don't have a signature win. You beat the Cowboys aren't good. You lost to Tennessee, that's a bad team. You beat the Jaguars by 3. Yeah, divisional game, but the Jaguars are trash. Miami, that's a pretty good win, I guess. And then you lost to KC. So this would be the statement win that they need. Now, if Ravens play like how they played against the Steelers, this might not even be a contest, because we're talking about 5.5 point favorites. If the Ravens play like they did against the Steelers, with establishing Derrick Henry, this game could easily be 35-17. Easy. Easy 35-17. Now the Ravens get back into that style where they want to throw Lamar, throw, and prove why Lamar Jackson is the MVP by having him throw 30 plus times. Then this may be more close. I'm not saying they can't win that kind of game against the Texans, but it's gonna be much closer if they're throwing the ball. Establish Derrick Henry, let Derrick Henry get his 100 yards, 80 to 100 yards. This game is the Ravens, and it probably won't be close, even though it's at Houston. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this game is bigger for the Ravens. Houston already got the division locked up. This game is more for the Ravens and their quest to win the AFC North. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Remember, this game is at 4:30 on Netflix. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Retro Recap, Double R Reacts, and we out.